Hi all! Today I'm going to talk about things that cockatiels do that some people think are signs of illness, but are actually normal cockatiel behaviors. Cockatiels are very intelligent and expressive birds, and sometimes their movements and actions can confuse us. In today's video, we are going to explain this properly so that you can better understand your cockatiel's behavior and not worry for nothing. It's important to remember that these behaviors don't all happen at the same time, right? I'm going to talk about 6 behaviors that seem strange, but are normal, and don't indicate any health problems. Before we start talking in detail about each of these behaviors, I invite you to subscribe to our channel, activate the notification bell so you don't miss any updates from us. We have new video every week. And if you, like me, are in love with these irresistible pets, leave your like on the video. Let's go! The first behavior we're going to discuss is something that a lot of people find strange: yawning. When a cockatiel makes a movement that looks like a yawn, many people think it is sleepy or tired, as with humans. But in fact, the cockatiel is not sleepy. She's clearing her throat. Here I observe that mine do this a lot after vocalizing a lot. It's as if they were massaging their throat. Cockatiels have a special way of clearing their throats, and this yawn-like motion is part of that. It's like they're getting ready to sing or make some sound. Often, this movement can seem worrisome, making people think that the cockatiel is choking or in some trouble, but it is nothing of the sort. She's just settling in, and that's completely normal for them. Cockatiels are very active and curious birds, and understanding them better can help us take care of them with more affection and tranquility. So, it's good to know that some behaviors that seem strange to us are just part of their way of staying healthy and happy. We're going to continue talking about other normal cockatiel behaviors so that you can recognize them and not worry for nothing. This way, you can enjoy your bird's company even more and ensure that it has a long and happy life. The second thing that many people worry about is a white powder that appears on cockatiel feathers. They often ask, "My cockatiel is dropping a white powder. Does she have dandruff? Does she have a mite? What's going on?" But no need to worry. This white powder is completely normal. It's a thing called keratin, which is part of the cockatiel's feathers. Let me explain. Just as our hair grows and sometimes gets split or dry ends, cockatiel feathers also grow and go through changes. When they are exchanging the old feathers for new ones, called molting, this white powder appears more. It's like the dust of new feathers growing. Throughout the year, you'll see some of this white powder on cockatiel feathers. It's completely normal and not a problem. This powder helps to protect the feathers and keep them strong and healthy as an extra layer of care. So, if you see this white powder, you don't have to worry about it or try to solve it because it's something natural to cockatiels. They need this powder to keep their feathers healthy and beautiful. It's like a sign that the cockatiel is growing well and getting strong. In addition, when they clean themselves and arrange their feathers, they end up spreading this powder over their bodies. It may sound strange, but it's just a way for them to take care of themselves. So, you can rest assured and enjoy the company of your little bird. He's just doing what's natural to him. Another thing a lot of people ask is, "My cockatiel is itching all the time. Does she have lice? Does she have a mite? What's going on?" Calm down, this is also normal. Cockatiels scratch a lot because they are taking care of their feathers. They're organizing, cleaning, and helping the new feathers grow properly. It's like they're taking a shower and combing their hair at the same time. Just imagine, cockatiels are just like us when we comb our hair or take a shower. They need to keep their feathers clean and tidy in order to be comfortable and beautiful. Feathers are very important to them as they help them fly, stay warm, and even communicate with other cockatiels. When feathers are messy or dirty, they feel uncomfortable. That's why scratching and grooming their feathers is an important part of their day. If your cockatiel is scratching a lot and you're worried, you can take a close look at its feathers. If she had lice, you'd see some thin, long black critters walking around in their feathers. They're pretty small, but you can see them. When people see these little critters, they are often scared. But most of the time, the cockatiel's itch is just her taking care of herself. If you looked and didn't see anything, then it's okay and it's normal. Also, it's good to remember that bird lice don't pass to people. They feed on the keratin in bird feathers, not our skin. So even if a little eye walks on you, it won't stay on your body. They only like the feathers of birds, so they have no interest in us. This means that you can play with and care for your cockatiel without worrying about these little critters. So, if your cockatiel is scratching quite a bit, don't worry. She's just taking care of herself and keeping her feathers clean. If you looked closely and didn't see any lice, you can rest assured. Your cockatiel is healthy and doing what's normal for her. Remember that cockatiels like to stay tidy and clean, and that's part of their way of being happy and healthy. The fourth thing many people ask about cockatiels is something like, "My cockatiel is sleeping on one foot. Is something wrong? Could it be that she has pain in her other foot? Are you sick?" But rest assured, this is something very normal for these cute little birds. When cockatiels decide to rest, they have a special way of grooming themselves. Just imagine, they shrink into a very fluffy little ball, and sometimes they rest only one of their delicate little feet on the perch. It looks like they're doing a tightrope walker pose. Isn't it funny? But for them, it's a comfortable way to relax after a day full of play and cage flights. So, if your cockatiel is napping like this, without worrying about the other foot, and seems happy and active during the day, it's okay. It's just her way of resting in a way that she likes. The most important thing is to observe if she is not sleeping all day, or if she seems to be very tired. If you notice something like this, it may be good to take her to the vet for an appointment, just to make sure everything is okay with her health. But just the fact that she sleeps on one foot is nothing to worry about. Cockatiels love to vary their sleeping positions, and this is part of how they take care of themselves. It's like their way of relaxing and getting ready for a new day full of adventures in your company. So, enjoy these cute moments with your cockatiel, and know that they are just enjoying a comfortable nap in their own way. Another very common thing is the cockatiel shaking. And when that happens, it's like they're making a very subtle movement to warm up. It's something like when you shiver a little bit because you feel a chill or when it's a little cold. For cockatiels, it's a natural way to keep their bodies toasty and comfortable. They don't have coats like we do, so this shaking helps regulate their body temperature. Sometimes you can see your cockatiel shaking slightly. This can happen when she's a little cold or just to settle down. It's like they're snuggling up for a better night's sleep or getting ready for a nice nap. It's a behavior that's part of their feel-good routine. So, when you notice your cockatiel shaking a tiny bit, don't worry, it's completely normal for them. It's just their way of taking care of their bodies and staying comfortable. Just like we cover ourselves with a blanket, they use this shaking to keep warm and happy, which you obviously can't if in addition to the tremosers you have other symptoms such as getting goosebumps, getting excited, sleeping all day. In these cases, you need to be aware because it could be something worse. Cockatiels that are hooted, with their feathers standing up and shrinking, may be feeling sick, uncomfortable, or stressed. This can be caused by health problems like infections, digestive problems, or even environmental stress. When cockatiels feel cold, they may shrink to conserve heat, which can give the impression of being entrenched, in which case it is normal. If cockatiels are sleeping all day, this could be a sign that they are getting plenty of rest. However, if this behavior is unusual for them, it could be a warning sign. Other factors to look out for are problems with the cage, improper feeding, lack of stimulation or interaction that may be leading cockatiels to behave this way. If you notice these behaviors in your cockatiels, it's important to take a closer look and consider taking them to a veterinarian who specializes in poultry for a thorough checkup, especially if symptoms persist or if there are other signs of illness. And the sixth and final thing is cockatiel pitying. Sometimes when you look at your cockatiel, you can see that it is shedding a few feathers throughout the day. This is completely normal, unless you see blood on the feathers that have fallen off, or that she is running out of feathers on some parts of her body. There is nothing to worry about. When this happens, it's usually because your cockatiel is going through a natural process called molting. It's like she's changing her clothes, only in her case, it's the feathers that are being renewed. This is very important for her to stay beautiful and healthy. Feather molting happens about 3 or 4 times a year, but sometimes there can be a more intense molt where it loses many feathers at once. Although it may seem worrying to see so many feathers falling off, it is important to understand that this is normal. Understanding and accepting this behavior as a natural part of the cockatiel life cycle allows you to take better care of your bird. ensuring its well-being and strengthening the relationship of trust and affection with these adorable companions. During this time, your cockatiel may even be a little quieter than usual. This is because molting requires a lot of energy from her. So, if you notice that she's quieter, don't worry. It's just a sign that she's renewing herself and getting ready to have new feathers in no time. It's like she's getting ready for a party every day. There are many other common cockatiel behaviors, but these were the ones I chose because they are the ones that commonly happen to mine. It is essential to understand that the behaviors we have mentioned are generally normal for cockatiels. By knowing these signs better, you will be better prepared to take care of your pet properly and calmly. Always remember to observe your cockatiel's overall behavior and consult a specialized veterinarian if you have questions or notice significant changes. With this, you can ensure that your cockatiel lives a happy and healthy life by your side. Also, don't forget to provide a safe and nurturing environment for your cockatiel. This includes a balanced diet, regular interaction, and adequate space for exercise. With this basic care and knowledge of your cockatiel's normal behaviors, you will be strengthening the bond with your pet and promoting their long-term well-being. Enjoy every moment with your cockatiel and keep learning about their needs to provide the best care possible. It is reassuring to understand how every behavior they exhibit, such as yawning, dropping white powder on their feathers, scratching, shaking, and even losing feathers during molting, is part of their nature. All of this shows how these birds are adapted to their environment and how each of their behaviors has a specific purpose. And then, did you already know about these behaviors? If so, write in the comments to let us know. Does your cockatiel do different things that you think are not normal? Let us know. I hope I've helped shed a little more light on these behaviors that we often worry about thinking about something worse. And if you have any questions, you can ask them in the comments too. Your question can be the subject of our videos here on the channel so we can help other tutors who may have the same question as yours. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to receive all notifications of upcoming videos. Check back often, okay? Now, I'm going to finish this video here. Thanks for watching and see you next time. I'll be waiting for you there. Bye.